What you're looking at right now is $2,700. And that's how much I've had to spend in order to enter into the FPV drone scene. My name is KhoPhi. Thanks for joining me in this one. I hope to share my experience so far and what it's been like trying to get into the FPV drone scene. First of all, the obvious items on the list are the DJI FPV system. So this is the goggle and this is the controller, as well as an air unit, which is what receives signals from this and sends image signals to the goggle. So all of that combined was $1,000. That is no questions asked. So this is what you use to control the drone and move left and right. This is what you get to see when you're actually flying and get to see where the drone is going and get visual confirmation of what you're doing. So that along with the air unit, and this is the air unit. So it basically takes input controls from the controller here and then passes that information to the flight controller, which then goes ahead to do whatever it has to do. And then we have the goggles, which takes the visual feed from the camera also attached to the air unit and then sends it into your goggles so that you can see. So yeah, this is a quick cut. Something I forgot to mention whilst I was recording. So the reason why I got the DJI is because it's a digital system. You have the analog and the digital. The analog, what you're viewing is basically analog signals. It's not the crispiest in comparison to the DJI digital system, that it's not as clear enough. I decided to start with the digital system where I would see everything in 120 frames per second in standard HD. That's 720p. So yeah, that's why I went for this. The next item is the Osmo Action, which I'm currently recording on, and that will be attached to the drone whilst you're flying, so you can attach it on top somewhere here and then use that to actually record your footage, the cinematic footage you want. So you are only using this DJI camera for just seeing where you are, and that's where the idea comes from, the first person view, FPV. You get to see things like a bird whilst you're flying. So the Osmo Action, also depending on what kind of deal you get, you might get it cheaper on say Amazon or something like that. That goes for around $400. In many cases you can get them as a bundle. The next item is the batteries and the chargers. So I decided to get 3 batteries to start with, and they are 1,300 milliamp hour battery with a 95C, and yeah, they are 4S batteries. That means they are 4 cells in there combined to form one. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. And I got 3 of that plus chargers. So this is the IMAX B6 AC version 2, the Sky RC, and also got this one, which is the Hot RC. This is the first one I bought. I realized it didn't have a lot more functionality, so I decided to go with this one, which is very multi-purpose. So all of this combined also set me back for what? Let me see. All of this was also $160. Moving on to the next is the actual drones. So the first one is this one, which is the one I bought from Roto Riot. So I decided to get one which I will build myself, and this is that one. So what you're looking at right now was built just following instructions on YouTube and stuff like that, so to get an idea of like how the whole thing works. And the other one is this, which is the KhoPhi's Cine Hoop. So this one cost what, $290. So I bought it on Roto Riot. It did not come with the air unit, so this air unit is what came with the FPV system from DJI. I got this one as well, the KhoPhi's Cine Hoop, which is an already built, everything pre-built and I think tuned already. So that one also cost, that's $445. The only thing I have to do with this one is just connect it to maybe my Betaflight, just go through the settings, slap on a battery, and I should be good to fly this thing. So not much there. The other drone is the EcoQuad freestyle drone. So this freestyle one, this is the Cinehoop. This is a freestyle. The one I built is also a Cinehoop. The propeller guards are somewhere. Let me see. So yeah, these are the propeller guards. I'm currently having to do some changes on it and kind of like clean up a little bit. So I'm taking things out. But both two are the Cinehoop, and that's what you use normally in flying around tight spaces and indoors and stuff like that. This is pretty much for outdoors, so it's relatively bigger and it's rock solid. So this is what you would see people use in maybe flying over mountains and waterfalls and stuff like that. Very powerful, very rigid. What I need to do with this is simply attach another air unit, which I'm gonna use this one and put it in that, and yeah, pretty much done. So this was also custom built by the team at Flying Robot, where I bought these two. I bought these two from the Flying Robot in South Africa, Cape Town. So this also cost $415. Then eventually I had to buy, you know, tools and stuff I'm gonna use to repair and a whole lot. I decided to buy a few ones, which I've ordered an extra one. At the time of making this video, it's not in, but it's going to be a screwdriver set. So I have star, I have different screwdrivers to use. So in all, that's how much I've spent trying to enter into the FPV scene. You'll be like, why do you need 3 drones? Well, this drone is is going to be the guinea pig, so to speak. So this is what I'll be using for everything I want to learn about FPVs and fine-tuning them and learning how to fly, crashing it and stuff like that. Oh, another thing I haven't mentioned and I almost forgot is the price for the lift-off software. I don't remember the price. I'm going to put it on the screen, but I also had to buy that one so that I can learn how to fly in a simulator before I get to fly the first carton, which has been helpful to me because the first time I flew this thing, I was relatively better at, you know, the controls and stuff like that because I have an idea of how it works. So this is, I basically got this so that I can have something to play around with and practice and get to learn how the whole thing works and stuff like that. The other two are the professionally built ones, and so these are the ones that I will be using for actual like shoot. So if I want to shoot something, this is what I'll be using, or this is what I'll be using. I'll be using the one I built. That one is for learning purposes and practicing and stuff like that. So these two are what I'll be using for real. So that's the reason behind getting these 3 drones, and these are well built and professionally done, so I don't need to worry much about that. So with that said, you'll be like, so why all this, why FPV? What do you like? Why not just buy a normal drone like maybe DJI Mavic Pro or a DJI Mavic Air or even the Mavic Mini? Why not just get that if you're looking for drone videos? Well, here's the thing. Let me show you Exhibit A, what you can possibly get with these kind of drones. So this is the kind of drones shot you can get using something like the Freestyle. I don't think you'll be able to do shots like this with any kind of drone apart from the FPV kind of drone. So that's Exhibit A for you. Now let's see Exhibit B, where some of the shots you can also get with that. So this is an indoor kind of shot where, you know, the drone can go into tight places, and that's what you use the Cinehoop for. So this can fly precise enough to go through places and spaces that you can't use something like this for, or you can't use, let's say, the Mavic Air for, because immediately you put the propeller guards on the Mavic Air, it's bulky, it's big, you're not going to go through some spaces, and the precision with which you can fly this can be way better than those kind of drones, because this allows you that kind of flexibility. So that's Exhibit B for you there. And then you can also do what they call racing action shots with these kind of drones, which you can't do with the normal drones we have, except unless you want to buy like a really expensive drones like the DJI Inspire and stuff like that, which also are not cheap. But for low budget, you can do some pretty good action shots, and some of these drones can travel like really fast. These drones are versatile, their application are very diverse, and they allow you to capture shots and tell different stories that the normal kind of drones we have are not able to do that. And that's the step I want to take in trying to capture some of my shots and stuff like that. For many of you who've been to my channel and maybe you already subscribed, if you're not, make sure to subscribe. You've seen me making drone videos, and all of them were shot with the Mavic Air or the Mavic Mini. Those kind of drones are amazing for those kind of shots. I want to experience what the possibility is when it comes to FPV drones. So basically the idea behind this video is anyone who wants to start FPV to get a fair idea of what the price might be or how much it might cost. I didn't expect to dig myself this deep into the FPV mini call it hobby. I want to make a profession out of this. So this isn't the only thing I'm gonna need about these drones. I'm definitely gonna still invest in them, get more batteries, buy accessories to use to repair them and stuff like that when things break in. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and also click the bell icon for notification as and when new videos are coming. I'm still practicing and learning how to fly these things and be better at it. So make sure to stay tuned. More videos are gonna come from me shooting. It's a beautiful way to tell stories, a different way to create content, and I'll be more than happy to tell those stories with you. So you can reach me, you can find it in the link in the description below, and yeah, just get in touch and let's talk. My name is KhoPhi. Thanks for joining me in this one, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Please support me in making more videos like this with the link in the description below.